great chicken thighs here. We've got a 10-pack, and I'm gonna make it similar to the chuck roast and similar to the pork butt. We're just gonna braise it, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. But what we're gonna do is get this pan super hot, screaming hot, slowly increasing the temperature on that, and we're gonna set the oven to 350 degrees. You're gonna wanna turn on your vent, or you're gonna wanna open up several windows because it's going to get smoky in here. Now what we're going to do, we're just gonna take some of this good kosher salt, and we're just gonna salt the tops of these skins. The plan isn't to sear all of the sides of the chicken. All I want to do is make the skin a little bit brown, almost black, because that's gonna add flavor to the broth. Now the trick to getting a good sear on this chicken is not to overcrowd the pan. We're gonna sear 2 batches at a time, 5 thighs per batch. All right, these have been on here a few minutes. If you can't tell, it's getting a little bit smoky in here. I don't have the vent going because otherwise I couldn't talk over it. But here's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. See that nice little bit of char there? That's all we need. So we're going to remove these. And then we'll put on our second batch. Now we're going to go ahead and add roughly 3 to 4 cups of water. So this was about 3. I am going to add 1 more, and then we'll just add that last cup. Our next step is to pop it in the oven, and we're going to let it go for about an hour at 350 degrees. When we pull it back out, there's going to be this rich, gorgeous, delicious, satiating, and all the other words that I could go. I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. The very next step is just to pop it in the oven. Don't cover it. Don't do anything else. We're going to put it in for an hour, and then we'll pull it back out. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Just wanted to make sure that the internal temp was a minimum of 165 degrees, and that's all good now. So our next step is we're just going to remove the skins. I'm going to show you what to do with these skins. They're going to become a nice little tasty treat. We've removed all the skins from the thighs here, and we're just going to set these aside and put chicken in a dish to cool off. You're going to want to let this cool for 15 minutes, maybe rotating. They would cool faster if they were on a baking sheet. Look at that, it's just falling apart. Yeah, if you spread them out on an even layer on the baking sheet, then they'll cool a lot faster. But that's okay. We'll come back and then I'll show you the next step. While we have our chicken cooling over here, just waiting for its return, we have this gorgeous jus, which is our broth. And I have a pan heating up here, and we're so hungry. Some of that fat is still kind of mushy. We're just going to fry it up and turn it into a tasty little treat. All right, so we're just going to pull it apart and get messy. So you just shred it up. Just go over it, squeeze it, you know, squeeze that chicken. I like to shred it real fine. So I'll be here a few minutes, just shredding away.
Or that au jus.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Now you can easily get 6 servings out of this. And if you want to dilute the broth a little bit, you could definitely make it stretch to like 8. It's so rich and it's just fatty. And definitely salt to taste or leave it as is, but there we are.
You made a lot of chicken soup over the years, and you said this is the best broth you've ever had.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down the best broth I've ever had. But of course, it's braising. I mean, look what it did for the chuck roast.
Yeah.
And the pork butt. It's simple ingredients with all of them, right? Chuck roast, pork butt, water, salt, meat.
That looks good. Oh, is that for me?
Little accent. Voila. What do you think about that?
Wow. That looks beautiful, baby.